Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, February 26th, and we're waiting for unemployment claims coming out right now. And see, looks like it's starting out a little positive to the market. We'll wait for the number to come out. Broader markets are getting a push right now. 212,000. So that was down from anticipated 217,000. So we'll get over to the broader markets and the futures here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you can get future notifications on videos that I make, and hit that thumbs up button, like this video. You can also go down to the description area and join our Discord community, where we do live trading from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And it's currently free till the end of the month, and then we are going to start charging for that in some aspect. We haven't figured it out yet. But anyways, let's get right over into the ES. Yesterday closed up here at 69.75. We did have NVIDIA earnings yesterday. Let's pop right back over there. The earnings yesterday, so they beat all the earnings. Their forecast was pretty positive throughout the year. I don't know the exact numbers. I think it was 68 billion that they made in the quarter. And then Salesforce. I think Salesforce was down. I'm not sure. And I don't know if I don't have CRM up there, but anyways, let's look and see if we have anything today. I don't see anything that came out pre-market that's going to impact things. And then after the market today, I don't see you have Dell potentially. They could do a little something. I doubt it. And then I think that's pretty much about it for the rest of the week. You have I think you have tomorrow the last data that could move the market. I think it's PPI. What is tomorrow here? Look at it tomorrow. Yeah, PPI tomorrow at 7:30, month over month, and that'll be it for the economic data for the week. All right, so let's get into the ES right now. Great little push yesterday, straight uphill. So now we're getting some resistance up here, but again, we're going to have to get through this high of 69.69. I said that yesterday. We did try to get through it during regular hours, and then NVIDIA pushed it through in post trading yesterday. But you can see right now it's starting to reject that right now. So I think in order for us to continue to push higher, that 69.69 is going to be the line in the sand there, and it's January 22nd's high. So, however, we are above the 50-day SMA at 69.3287, and the 20-day SMA sitting today at 69.2419. If we do get above the close yesterday, I'd like us to continue to push and see get into this pre-market high at 69.8417. If we get through there, we go to the previously all-time high at 7,014, which is an October monthly high also of 2025. If you get through there, you go to all-time highs at 7,043, and then into this midline regressional trend line that I have here from June of 2025, sitting at 7,054. On the downside, you must hold these 50 and 20-day SMAs. If you lose those, I think you come down to the higher end of this regressional trend line that I have sitting here from January of 26 there this year that I drew it. And then below that, you have the high of February 13th at 68.9775. We are trending up right now, so it's good chance could consolidate right now, or you can get a push on the open and then maybe a little back end filling. So I would watch that though. But markets are trending up right now. You're having higher highs, higher lows, right? Higher highs from here and then higher lows, right? So it is trending. Could consolidate in between yesterday's close and the 50-day SMAs today. So we have to pay attention to what the market's actually going to give us today. So let's get over and do the SPY real quick. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. SPY, very similar. We are above all the above the 50, above the 20 SMA, 688.39, good support down there. I like this support level down here at 691.66. Above that, I'd like to see us hold above yesterday's high at 693.68 in order for us to push up into that high at 695.31, which is a post-market high set after NVIDIA earnings came out. So that'll be a big level. So want to get above 695.31 in order to push into the all-time highs at 697.84. On the downside, if you lose the low from yesterday, sitting at 690.07, you come down to the 689.70 as a line of support here, which is a monthly high from October 2025. And then if we lose that, you come back down here and test the 20-day SMA at 688.39. Let's get over into the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. NASDAQ, very similar too. I mean, I like I like what the NASDAQ's doing also. You can see we're starting to trend up a little bit. You have higher highs, and you have higher lows, right? Higher lows from here. So it's all trending up right now. So hopefully, and we are above. The same thing with the NASDAQ. We did regain some great levels here that I've had here. This is a lower end regressional trend line here that I have since June of 2025. We did regain the 20-day SMA yesterday. Actually, the 20-day SMA yesterday was sitting at 25,241.67. We regained that. We also regained September of 2025 monthly high at 25,270.75. Let me move this to the other side. And it's the 25 number. And as I said, we regained that lower end regressional trend line that I have from June of 2025. And then again, yesterday and post-market with NVIDIA pushed all the futures markets higher. So there's a level that you're going to want to have to get above again today. You want to get above the 50-day SMA. It's still giving us a little bit of a problem here. You could see how it tried to get above it in the post-market yesterday, and it rejected it, and then we closed, and now we're below it. However, it did create a little bit of a gap here, so I'm hoping to push through and get to that 25,463.84. If we can get through that, then hopefully we can try to get through the high of the post-market yesterday, and then get to this 100-day SMA at 25,522.72. If you can get above that 25,572, let's see there. It's a regressional, yep. So if you get above that 25,522, you hit this regressional trend line that I have from October 2025, sitting at 25,805.88. That's, it's quite a bit of ways up there. So I don't necessarily think that you get there today. On the downside, you're going to need to hold this 20-day SMA at 25,211.21. And then if you lose that, you come down to this high from last Friday at 25,139.50. I do like that, though. If you do come down and you lose these levels, however, that this definitely becomes a speed zone. If you lose this 25,270.75 level, you could potentially give back everything from yesterday. And down here, you had the first line of support as a 20 SMA, but because of that, big push yesterday, that could all be given back here, and you come back down here and test this high from Friday of February 20th, Friday. And if you lose that, you come down and test this January 2025 low at 25,025. That's it for the NASDAQ. Getting into the Qs. Qs are going to look very similar to the NASDAQ. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that bell for future notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button. Like this video. The NASDAQ, same thing. We are now, we did regain some good levels yesterday, the QQQ. We regained this regressional trend line that I've had here since June of 2025, sitting at 612.37. And then yesterday we got above the 50-day SMA, sitting at 615.95. Now we're pushing higher here. We want to get above, in order for us to push higher today, we want to get above that 617.52 level. If you can get above that 617.52 level, I think you could start working your way towards that 629.21 level, which is December of 2025's high. Same thing here, becomes a speed zone yesterday from the morning push that we had. If you lose, I'm going to say, here's the 100-day SMA. That's the first line of support, 614.59 or 614.62. If you lose that, and then you lose this 613.74, I think you're quickly going to come down here to this lower end regressional trend line, sitting at 612.48, and that's been sitting there since June of 2025. And if you lose that, I think you quickly come down to the 20-day SMA, and then yesterday at 611.32, and then yesterday's low sitting at 611. That's it for the futures and the broader markets. Let's get over to Tesla. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and then go down into the description area and join our Discord community for live trading from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. Tesla, real big push on the first 15-30 minutes of the market, and then came right up and hit this level of 420. This is January of 2025 high, which I had at 419.99. Popped through it a little bit and rejected it like a champ, right? So good push in the morning. However, we did regain some decent levels on Tesla, and right now it's flirting again with this 20-day SMA. You know, it did get above the 20-day SMA, tried to hold it a little bit in the post market, and then we lost it in the pre-market right now. So it's fighting it right now in pre-market. So we're going to watch that level and see if, in order for Tesla to move higher right now, you have to get above that 415.73 level, which is going to be the 20-day SMA right now. And then you want to hold this previous all-time high at 414.5, which is previous all-time high set in November of 2021. This is the line in the sand that we've been playing with. This line in the sand, if I fan out a little bit, we've been playing with this line in the sand for the longest time. You can just see how far back we go. I know this looks a little noisy, but let me see if I can get a cleaner chart here for us all here. Clean, and then do that. So this line in the sand here, 414.5. Let's go to an hour. Maybe that looks a little better for us. So here's this 414.5. This has been a major line. Let me see how far back we can go. Let's go 180 days. Okay. So you can see as I go back right here at this level, it's been, and right now we're looking at an hour chart. You can just go back and you could just look at this level right here, how it's been respected, whether we come up and respect it, we pop through, we come back down. You can see how it's being respected at that level. Even though you pop through it every now and then, you can see how many times it comes down and it holds that level. You know, as you can just keep going back, boom. You know, right here, just keeps bouncing off that level. Obviously, didn't quite get down there at that level. But that seems to be the line in the sand currently at 414.5. Right now, it's going to have to hold above that level today in order for us to continue to move higher. But I had the same thing on this chart. Let's go down to a 15-minute. The same thing on, let's get back to my chart here. I would say that this becomes a speed zone as well from yesterday morning. If we don't hold, I'm going to say this level right here. If we don't hold, I'm going to say this 413.11 level. If we don't hold this, if the market pulls back, we lose 414.5, and then we lose a 413.69. The 413.11 is the line in the sand. If we lose that level, I think you're quickly going to give back everything that you had yesterday, and you're going to come back down here, and you're going to test these levels down here. This is a November high of 2025 at 410.82. And then you have a low down here at 409, call it 58, from February 18th. And then below that, I think that you could start giving back some of these gains that we had here and then work your way back down here to this 402 level. So this is a big day. These next few days are going to be pretty important to hold this level. Now on the upside, if you do get that push, and then you could regain this 416.90 level, I'd like that push, and then we could push back in here and try to get it back up into this 420 level, this 419.90 level. But I would anticipate if we do get that push, probably going to get resistance at that level again. So the one thing let's take a look at our point of control levels. You know, we did have some point of control levels that were open. This was created on from Friday of last week. Actually, I'm on Monday rather, 423. You have a point of control that was created at 395.28. And of course, we have some open point of controls that we talked about last few videos, 365.90, and then there's one down here at 333.78. if the market does start to give back a little bit. But, you know, also on the upside, we have an open point of control here that I have marked in yellow at 434.71. Above that, 455.07. And then above that, which you can't see, there's a 478 level as well. So let's get into the options on what I have on the options here. So the one thing I want to explain on the options here, so I'm going to have up here tomorrow's expiration date. It's the last expiration date of the week. So, you know, as I explained, since January 26th, they now have 3 weekly expirations, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So tomorrow, for today, I'm going to have tomorrow, which is Friday, February 27th, expiration dates up here. I have my calls. I'm going to start with the 420 calls, and I'm going to start with the 410 puts. Now you say, for people that don't really understand options, you want to have the 410 puts. That means that I want the market to go, if I'm buying a put, I want the market to go down. So I'm buying the premium price, which closed at $2.40. So if the market goes down and I buy the current price, I pay $2.40, and the market goes down, this price of $2.40 that I bought here will go up in value because I bought a put. If you buy a put, you want the market to go down. If you buy a call, you want the market to go up. So when I put my strike price in here at 410, I don't need to have it above the market, you know, in the money puts for this to be making money. I just need the market to start moving in the direction of where I'm taking that strategy. So if I'm buying a put, I want the market to go down. It doesn't matter how far away I'm taking that strike price. If it goes down, this premium price is going to go up. Now, obviously, you need to be close within the strike price. I can't buy a put that's going to be a $350 put. There won't be any interest there. But a $410 put, which is $5 away from Tesla, which is not far at all, and I'll have 2 days to for this to expire, that's reasonable. So all I really need to do is for the market to go down a little bit to make money on this premium, and it only cost me $2.40. So for every one lot, it costs me $240, right? And so you can go up in increments. So if I buy a 2 lot, it's going to cost me $480, and then a 2 lot, it moves in increment. Well, right now it's going to be moving in increments of ones because it's at $2.40 below $3. Every time you buy a premium that's below $3, it moves in increments of 1, right? So yesterday, this premium price closed below $3. So you could see it moves 282, 283, 284, whereas the call price, this is a 220 call price, that closed at 375. So you could see this premium price then moved 375, 380, 385. Why is that important? Because if I buy a 1 lot at 375 and then I sell at 380, I make $5. And then, but if I buy a 1 lot at 240 and sell it at 241, I make $1. So you get a bigger bang for your buck if you're trading premiums that are over $3. That's the cutoff, is $3 here. So anyways, that's what I'm going to use for my strike prices starting this morning. It can and sometimes changes my strike prices throughout the day as the market moves, because we all know that sometimes Tesla can move $10 to $20 in a day, and then these premium prices start to get out of whack. And so I try to keep them in line. In the $3, anywhere from the $3 to $5 range is pretty much what I try to trade. So, but if you go down in the description and you join our Discord community, you could come into the live trading from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I go over my trades, where I'm taking my trades, where I'm taking my stops, when I'm exiting my trades, and I answer any questions. That being said, if you have any other equities you want me to cover, leave it in the comments below. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If I don't see everybody in the trading room, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great trading day, and I will talk to you soon.